Hello everybody, welcome back. Combat by Compass Games, designed by Ross Martell. We are doing scenario number 9. Destroy those guns. This is like my 4th or 5th attempt at setting them up because I'm testing the module that I'll eventually base Combat 2 on as an extension. Um, and of course I keep finding things I don't like as I start up and I gotta stop and of course save games don't work because you mess with stuff and Vassal you gotta restart all over again because the changes don't port over to save games. So here I am again. I went to draw my cards and the deck wasn't working right. So I had to redo that. We will get 4 cards this scenario, so I'll check that out and make sure. Yes, they work now. Go ahead and actually we can tone that down a little bit. Don't need that big and bulky. Maybe I'll even make that a come in a little bit lower. Okay, so let's get the enemy forces together again. This is like the fourth time I've done this. Start all the way back at the beginning. Blue forces are going to be the strong team in this one, 6, 7, 8, then 9 through 12. So all the regulars and a couple of veterans. They're also going to get an officer and an NCO and 3 dummies. Um, red, in fact, actually, all the other groups are going to be the same. They're going to have an officer, 4 of the regulars, and all of the recruits, and then 3 dummies. So they won't be as scary as blue is on this one. I want to send them to Cup. Oh, send them to Cup A. Same here, 3, 9 to 12, 14 to 20. No, 14 to 18 rather. You want to keep that sniper out of there, thank you. And yellow, the same thing. All right, the other thing I failed to mention is this is basically Nigel Rabbetts' module. He will get credit for it. It's I did port over the whole thing into a new module, but and I added some things of my own. The artwork's all changed so I can match the artwork for Combat 2. I did want it that way because it just wouldn't look right with the other pieces looking slightly different. You have a different lighting effect and stuff like that. So I changed it over. Mine are very similar to his, but they're different, and you'd notice it as soon as you stuck them on the board together. So I just went with all mine and redid all the artwork. Maps and stuff were the same, except I used my chart for spotting because I like that one better. The one off of Board Game Geek has all the spotting and the firing modifiers and everything on it in a nice little tight package. So that's what I went ahead and used. So thanks to Bei Chang at Board Game Geek for that one. Let's put out our guys. 1616 1, 1711, 1818, 1905, 1910, 1915, 1918. There's a blue one. 2307. Yeah, blue ones are going to be the strong group. He's guarding them. Guarding the gun is going to be right there and right here. So 2307, 2404, 2410. And we're going to have reinforcements coming in later too. 2811, which is up here in the rocks. And then one in the house. Not bad. We only got two blue out of there, out of the strong ones, but we're going to be getting a lot of reinforcements in. We'll address that as we hit them. Let me zone this way out. I'll select all these guys and do some of the other setup on them. All these guys are unprepared. Okay. And all these guys are going to be normal morale. Yes. Okay. Now we can go back in. Um, Gun emplacements next. Be under indirect fire. No, under enemy. Enemy gun emplacements other. Okay, so we got 1911. We got 2019. We got 2103. And we have 2308. All right, that's gun emplacements. Next up, we have our guys, which I already had out how many times. I have rolled for these. I like doing things randomly when it comes to my guys. We'll roll it all again. 3 for Abel, 3 for Baker, 6 for Charlie. So we're going to have Brubaker, Craig, and Taylor. Abel. Brubaker, Craig, and Taylor. So we're going to have the tough sergeant. Well, good grenade thrower. Poor rifleman. This guy's a decent rifleman, so that's not the greatest draw right there. Miller, decent rifle and grenade. Peters, very good rifleman. And Goldstein, the average BAR, but at least we got a BAR. BAR and a submachine gun, so we're all right there. I did get both corporals in Charlie I'm looking at, so that's good. We got Lozano Stinson. A decent rifleman, average rifleman. Meeks and Thomas. Meeks is an average rifleman, good morale. Thomas is, of course, the good submachine gun corporal. Walsh and Connor. Connor, poor medic. Not really good. Not really good for much of anything except being out there on the battlefield, taking up space. Walsh, I mean, they'll hit sometimes. And a decent. So we didn't get the greatest draw on troops, so this is going to be a tough assault. All these guys will be. We are bold in this one, so I'm going to give them a bold morale. And we're also going to be. Undo that. Do that after we hide them all. Hidden, and now we'll do the bold. Okay. Could have been worse, could have been better. Attacking event table, waiting. We got to put waiting in there now. Everybody's going to get waiting orders. And I already hit unprepared because they're unprepared, and I like having that marker on there so you issue an order where you take off that unprepared and you know they can't use it. So takes them a little bit to get started when they're waiting and unprepared. Which gives us a little bit of reaction time. It's the only thing that keeps us alive sometimes in these assaults. Okay, got waiting in there, unprepared's in there, normal's in there. We got our bold in there, starting hand. We got 4 cards. Yes, we do. Take it down a little bit farther even so it's not as obnoxious. Most of this I can keep off the side screen, but compass counter 0203. Can't speak very well. That's with one facing 0202, so that's there. Get the wind marker out to general wind. Put that there. We're going to roll for that right now. That's going to be 6. So that's going to be facing counterclockwise right there. We can set up in any hex here on the one. This is going to be tough duty all the way. I think usually I like to come in with a 2-pronged attack, but I think this time it might be best to I get the extra gun emplacement down there. Move that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Times I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy, how do I want to approach this? How indeed. Basically the same dilemma I ran into before coming in on this this um this map. It's a very close in map. We have 12 turns. Guy's good at grenades. And he's good at just about everything. Yeah, I think I'm going to come strong. I will do a 2-pronged again. These guys are going to try to get the northern 2. These guys will come in and try and get the southern 2. I'll put Baker up here with these guys. Try to get Baker in here as a covering fire, maybe up and around this hedgerow. Get this guy wiped out, and we'll take this one out. That should be an easy pull up here. This is going to get a lot more difficult. And actually, they're responsible for this gun. Um, and if they get 3 of them, they get 3 of them. It doesn't matter. I think the 2-pronged attack is probably the best bet. Anyway, we're going to try to head them up to this hedgerow, head these guys up to here, put some fire down on him out of the tree in the hedgerow, see where we go from there. That's my basic plan of attack on the north. Down here will be all Charlie. And I don't want them down here because he'll pick them up fast. So I think I want them coming in here, just attacking down here. We'll clear out this gun first and then head for the center. Everybody meet up in the center. Remember, we've got guys coming in down here, so we'll have to set up some kind of defensive posture there too. So we'll come in right here. And I did make these so they do not follow the board grid. So if you have two guys in the same hex, um, you can offset them from each other and they won't stack together. So you don't have to worry about your stacks getting mixed up. And so you don't have to worry about constantly moving people back and forth from the overflow. I know that can be a pain in the butt sometimes. So I kind of left the board grid off so that that can be utilized better. All right, there's going to be my setup. Um, game length 12 turns. Actually, I wanted to make the VPs non-movable too. I'm going to put a utility marker in there. We got them, why not use them? Just so I know not to go into, got a red one in there. So actually Nigel has a red one in there. Thought, maybe not. Nope. All right, we use the yellow one then. We'll put that one in there. That'll tell me not to use, not to go into 13. All right, keep going through the setup book. Each friendly character is considered to be carrying C4 charges. To place them, we got to have a plan order. At the end of the turn, place C4 marker in a hex. Do not roll leadership. It'll be just plan is actually setting up the charge. At the end of each subsequent turn, roll one die 10 for each place C4. On a roll of 0 to 2, the charge will explode. Any placed charges will automatically explode at the end of the game. C4 has a blast rating of 3, frag rating of 3. For any characters in the hex when it explodes, C4 explodes in the hex with a gun emplacement marker will automatically destroy the gun. Flip the gun emplacement marker to its destroyed side. If an enemy character is in a hex without friendly characters but with the C4 marker at the end of at the start of the enemy orders phase, they will make a TQ check. If they pass, they will automatically receive the hide order at the end of the turn. Remove the C4 marker. The marker is removed after rolling to see if it explodes. He will disable it or get rid of it in some other way. At the start of turn 3, place enemy forces from the cup in hexes 3506, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We're going to go ahead and put out setup markers so I don't forget. All right, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, and to 11, right? Yep. Let's go ahead and get an enemy setup marker here. Actually, we got guys coming in on 5 and 7 also, so we're going to get 3 waves again. So we're going to change the location to 3507, and I'm going to clone that twice, and then I'm going to put turn 3. We get rid of caps lock or keep caps lock on and not hit shift. That'll work. T3. T5. T7. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and draw another one down. Do that for each of them. Actually, it's 3507. That was the second one. 506 is this one. All right, 2 of them. We'll have these out, then all we got to do is draw from them. Clone. It's a little tedious sometimes, but hey, what the hell? T3. If you want T7 on the bottom, T5 on top of him, T3 on top of him. Okay. Let me pause this while I do this. You guys don't need to watch. It's like pulling teeth. I'll be right. All right, got them all in there. Got 3 each for the turns they come in on. I need to mark up here so I don't forget. Let's use enemy. What I got here? Enemy. Utility marker. Maybe I'll put them on there. Right there. Right there. Right there to remind me we got reinforcements coming in. All these forces are alert, so we'll put a counter on them. So we remember that. And the initial orders, they're going to be normal. And they get initial orders rolled for them on this one. So we will go ahead and put out a general morale marker with normal on it, so we know that. Right? Victory conditions. Each enemy character killed, not officer or NCO, +1. Standard. Each enemy NCO killed, 2. Enemy officer killed, 3. Each enemy prisoner, non-officer, 4. Each enemy NCO prisoner, 5. Each enemy officer prisoner, 6. Enemy it routes off the board is 1. For any character in possession of any papers at the end of the game, 5. Very rare do I ever run into that. Each friendly character killed, -2. Each friendly character alive but wounded at the end of the game, -1. Each friendly character who exits off the left-hand bed board, -1. And each gun emplacement destroyed, +4. We need 15 points to get a superb victory. So basically, really all we have to do is destroy each gun and we can win this one. I think my grandson's on the messenger calling. My wife's go crazy. So, all right. All right, let's see. Finishing setup here. Sorry, I got sidetracked. That happens a lot. All right, so I think we're ready to go. Actually, I'll probably just keep this to a short little setup, short 23 minutes just to set up and go over this um, module. But I hope you like it. It basically is what Nigel's um, module. Not much has changed. I've done a couple of things because people complained about having their stacks intertwined, so I just make it so you can do this with them, so you don't have to constantly be going up and filling up your thing. So I hope that's good. Um, I hope you guys like it. Once 6 months is be July, I can release this upcoming um, Combat 2 module. Working on the artwork right now. Let me give you some samples here. There's the you see I already got the maps already made up for it. They're the exact same scale as this, so they'll pour it right in. Um, And I'm starting to get some of the pieces together. This is what they look like before I start adding the effects to them. And got a little ways to go yet, but we're working on it. So I'll have that ready by July for everybody, and then you can enjoy it also. Until then, we'll be testing it thoroughly. Make sure that it's ready to go. Thanks for joining me. This is Combat by Compass Games. We'll see you for turn number 1 next.